What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Godly Potential YouTube channel. In this video, I wanted to touch on or just bring awareness to the speed in which you go about your day, the speed in which you operate everything for the most part. What I mean by this is I've noticed actually quite recently, just hanging out with my buddy, and I actually brought his awareness to it. I told him that, he would tell me, like, just the past couple years, how he tends to be anxious from time to time, and how, he's had panic attacks before, and quite recently I noticed when we were out walking and just him driving, I noticed that it's like he would always be in a rush to get to places, like he's probably gonna watch this video. It's funny. He just be driving, and like when he accelerates, it's kind of like, like quick, or when he brakes, it's kind of like a jerk, because it's just like it's so rapid, it's so quick. Now I understand that he's a fire sign too, so I understand the fire signs are all about action, they want to get shit done. But it's like when you're living like that and you're always in a rush, physically, it just lets you know that internally you're also just in a rush for everything too. And so I was telling him, I'm like, look, man, I see why you have anxiety now. Because somebody's always in a rush. They always, like, when you're walking with them, their pace is like it's like they're always trying to get somewhere quickly. When I'm walking with them, I'm like, yo, man, just slow down a little bit. Just slow down. Just take in the environment. I'm like, just breathe in, when you're looking around, just scan, just be in the moment. You ain't gotta just fucking jerking around, looking around like this, like you're a squirrel, like the squirrel off of Ice Age. I was like, no. I was telling him, I was like, look, when you think of a big elephant in the wild, you see this animal as being peaceful and majestic almost. And it carries itself slow and methodical. Now I understand that, it's a big ass animal, so it's gonna move slowly, but still, when you think of something that's moving slowly, like a slow flowing creek or a river, it calms you down, it's peaceful. But you see a rabbit, you think of anxiety. You think of a squirrel, you think of anxiety, And I'm pretty sure they move like that because that's what's going on internally. They are anxious. I mean, because when you have adrenaline rushing in you, or if you have anxiety, you probably pick up on it too. You're constantly doing all this shit. You're constantly fidgeting. When you're just sitting around, you're bouncing your leg. You can't sit still, You're biting your nails. You're just doing all kind of shit. You got one of these goddamn fidget spinners these motherfuckers make because people got anxiety and shit and can't sit still. But I say all that to say one of the ways to balance that out is to become aware of your movements and just slow it down. If your speech is extremely fast, slow down your speech. You don't gotta talk extremely slow like you're special, but just slow it down. When you're listening to somebody, don't reply so quickly. Take in what they said, sit with it a few seconds, then respond. When you're walking, slow down unless you're in a rush. Slow down your stride. When you're looking around, you enter a new venue, scan the place slowly. I mean, because let's say you are scanning the place, you're not picking up all the information you need to, just going back and forth like that. No, scan it. And do that with everything you do. Walking, going to new environments, talking, breathing, especially breathing. Take deep breaths. Breathe in the belly. That's real breathing. You ever noticed a child, like a newborn or just a young child, when they're sleeping, they're not breathing this shallow breath in their chest. Like, no, they're breathing through their belly. You can watch their belly rise and fall. That is real, like that is nourishing breath. That is nourishing breathing. They're bringing in that prana, that life force energy. So, practice breathing. Because that is the one way to get rid of any fear, anxiety, or nervousness within you. Just breathe, change your breathing patterns. Because if you notice, when people get nervous, they're either one, they're holding their breath and they're not breathing at all, or two, they're breathing too shallow, which is really, they're not getting enough oxygen. Either they're not breathing or they're breathing too shallow. It all comes down to not getting enough breath. So breathe deeply and slowly. You know, my meditation teacher, my spiritual teacher, he said in one of the lectures, he said that, you know, a lot of people, they think that they're so brilliant because they can't shut their brain off and they got 1,000-mile-per-hour thoughts. They think they're Elon Musk. It's like, that's not a sign of intellect. It's not a sign of intelligence. It's actually the opposite. When you got all these thoughts running, because you can't control your mind. So if you got all these negative emotions such as anxiety or fear, anxiousness, slow the fuck down. When you're walking, think of a big, majestic animal that moves through its environment, just calm, deliberate, and methodical. Don't be the little squirrel from Ice Age running around chasing acorns, all right? Slow down. When you're breathing, take deep inhales, deep exhales through the belly. When you breathe in, your belly should expand. When you breathe out, it should deflate. So, give that a try. If you notice yourself being anxious, or just in general, just slow the fuck down. It'll make your mind slow down. It'll make your heart rate slow down. Just slow it the fuck down. What's the rush? You know? What is the fucking rush? When you're sitting, don't fucking just fidget and bounce around and constantly moving and shit. Just creating goddamn fidget spinners out of bullshit nothing. Breathe. Read a book. But that's all I want to say in this video. Just slow the fuck down. Because you're not helping yourself at all by constantly being in a rush. And especially, like, I'm pretty sure this is a big issue in like bigger cities like New York or something. Because the same buddy who was telling me he's been in New York and he was in New York school, but he was saying, I was like, man, it seems like all them fuckers are rude, or that's just the culture. And he was like, it takes a lot getting used to. It's like if you're walking on the street or something, and if you're going too slow for people, they're gonna like give you dirty looks. I'm like, well, I ain't got time for that shit because I'm not in a rush. Ever. If I'm late to somewhere, fuck it. I'm late. Like, I can't get that much more later. You know, if I'm in route there, fuck it. And when I get there, I take responsibility. Why are you late? No excuse. I'm just late. It doesn't matter. I'm just late. Write me up. Do what you want to do. Do what you will. But just, yeah. Moral of this video is just slow the fuck down. But that is all. Tell me what you think in the comments. Are you one of those individuals who are constantly fidgeting? Are you constantly in a rush and a hurry to get nowhere? Or are you slow and methodical? Are you the one that's present in your environment? Are you calm like that calm river, just taking the path of least resistance? Or are you that rabbit? But anyway, that is all. If you like this video, be sure to give a thumbs up, share it if you feel like it could help others, subscribe if you haven't already. But until next time, peace.